The international community needs a whole new way to build the rule of law in areas facing extreme violence, such as insurgency or even narco-terrorism and narco-gangs. There are two main ways to think about this issue. We have an international community that tends to work with governments, but in areas of extreme violence, the government is often the problem. It's often a corrupt, kleptocratic, or venal government that is the reason the people have taken up arms against it. And by working with the government, we actually act as if we're on their side. That can be a problem for the programs we have. One of the things that we can do to help citizens build law and order, safety, and security, even when the government can't necessarily be trusted to deliver those goods, is to help create areas in which citizens work together on community projects with community solidarity, in which trusted leaders of a community, often men, but not always men, trusted leaders of a community are aggrandized for things other than violence. One of the problems in areas of extreme violence is that individuals, often but not always men, are given status for taking up arms against the government. How do you break that so that you can have status in your community without taking up arms against the government, but instead by building your community? The international community often tries to have development projects, economic projects, make work, income building projects for those individuals. But the fact is, if you're a man who wants to be a strong, respected member of your community, doing some make-work project for income or for cash on delivery actually can make you look unimportant. It can be boys' work, it could be women's work in the gendered context of a number of these communities, and that's not helpful. So we talk about ways in which you can build robust programs that are playing on the traditional tropes of masculinity in these countries, but turning people from armed violence toward community building projects, hard work out in the fields or hard work in rock quarries, but not violence, not arms. And it's a way to help those people who are the most coveted by insurgents and by groups trying to have violence against a government, and instead take their best recruits and say, there's something else you can do, where you can be appreciated by your community, you can gain status, you can be a man in this community, but you don't have to take up arms against the government. These sorts of programs require intense understanding of local dynamics. That means they have to be done in very different ways than we do current programming. Currently, we might send people, and we being the international community, might send people to do an assessment for 2 weeks on the ground in a country. That will not work in this kind of a program. In Afghanistan, where this was done, it took 6 months of intensive on-the-ground engagement with covert as well as overt methods of intelligence gathering to learn about the dynamics of a community, who was important, who were being recruited by the insurgents, who were the men who were most valued by the community, and where was that overlap, so who should the program even target? That sort of intense intelligence gathering and knowledge gathering requires time, and if we want to succeed in areas of extreme violence, we need to spend that time.